guys, today we're going to talk about properties of triangles. So you're going to be able to find the longest side of a triangle all the way to the shortest side. You'll be able to find the biggest angle all the way to the smallest angle. And we will talk about mid-segments. So let's get started. So the longest side is always across from the biggest angle. So if you've got a giant angle, imagine a triangle in here. If you have a big angle, that side opposite is going to be longer. But if you have a tiny angle, that side opposite is going to be smaller. So the side across from the smallest angle is the smallest side. The side across from the biggest angle is the longest side. So let's look at these. First of all, what do all the angles in a triangle add up to? I hope you said 180. So if you do 180 minus 75 and 45, you're going to get that missing angle, is 60 degrees. 60. Okay, so I'm going to list my sides in order from smallest to biggest. Smallest. So what is your smallest angle in here? Well, the smallest angle is angle O, which is 45 degrees. So the side opposite it, we name sides with two letters, would be MN. So then the second smallest angle would be the 60 degrees, angle M. So the side opposite would be ON. And then the biggest angle is angle N, which is 75 degrees. So the side opposite would be MO. So I want you to notice something. This is triangle MON. So there's three letters, MON. Well, notice the smallest angle is O. What are the other two letters in the triangle? MN. Okay, so the second smallest angle is M. What are the other two letters in the triangle? NO. And then the biggest angle is N. The other two letters in the triangle is MO. So you can even do it without a picture. So this is triangle XYZ. So you know the three letters. So your smallest angle is angle X. What are the other two letters in the triangle? YZ. That would be your smallest side. Second smallest angle is Y. What are the other two letters in the triangle? XZ. And then your biggest angle is Z. So your longest side are your other two letters, XY. Okay, let's look at one more up here. If I do 180 minus 90 and 30, I get 60. So your smallest angle is 30 degrees, angle V. What are the other two letters? TU. Second smallest angle is T. Other two letters, UV. Biggest angle is 90 degrees. The other two letters are TV. So hopefully that helps on doing the sides in order from smallest to biggest. Okay, let's talk about angles. So the angle across from the longest side would be your biggest angle, and the angle across from your shortest side would be your smallest angle. So it works the exact same way, except we name letters or angles with one letter. So sides are with two letters, angles are one letter. So I'm going to list the angles in order from smallest to largest. So my shortest side is 2.7. The angle opposite that would be angle M. So that'd be my smallest angle. Notice this is side LK. The other letter is M. So your second smallest side is side KM. What's the missing letter? Angle L. And then that leaves the biggest angle to be K. MLK. This one, we don't know the length of the side, but it doesn't matter because you know that the side across from the 90-degree angle has to be the biggest side, because you can't have a 90-degree angle and then an angle that's bigger than 90, because then they would add up to a more than 180 degrees. So I already know my biggest angle is I. So my smallest angle has to be angle G because side HI is your shortest side. And then my second smallest angle would be angle H, and then my biggest angle is I. You can't have an angle bigger than 90 degrees in a triangle if you already have a 90-degree angle. Okay, this one I don't have a picture, but remember all three letters. You're just going to figure out the missing letter. So triangle DEF. Side DF is my smallest side. So what letter is missing? E. So that's your smallest angle. DE is my second smallest side. So the letter that's missing is F. And then your biggest side is side EF. The letter that's missing is D. That's how you do those. Okay, not all side lengths make a triangle. Because if you have a really long side and then two smaller sides, they wouldn't be long enough to reach to make that triangle. So to figure out if three side lengths make a triangle, what you do is you take your two shortest sides, add them together. It must be bigger, greater than the third side. Greater than, not equal to, but greater than. So notice my shortest sides are 3 and 3. 3 plus 3 is 6. That is more than 5, so that makes a triangle. But over here, 2 plus 2 is 4, and 4 is not bigger than 6. That does not make a triangle. So you'll have some problems where you take your shortest two sides, add them together, and must be bigger than the third side. So if I add 11 and 12 together, is that more than 15? Well, 11 plus 12 is 23, so yes, that's more than 15. That makes a triangle. So my shortest sides are 2 and 3. 2 plus 3 is 5. Is 5 bigger than 6? No, that does not make a triangle. My shortest sides are 3 and 7. 3 plus 7 is 10. Is that bigger than 8? Yes. My shortest sides are 3 and 6. 3 plus 6 is 9. Is that bigger than 10? No. 4 plus 5, my shortest two sides are 9. Is that bigger than 9? No. I've had people say it's an equilateral. All three sides are 5. So they're like, well, which sides do I add? Well, it doesn't matter. They're all the same. But if you add two of the sides together, 5 plus 5, you know it's going to be bigger than the third side. So that's always a yes. So an equilateral triangle will always make. So that is a yes. So if all three sides are the same, yes, it's a triangle. All right. You'll have some problems where you have to find the possible side lengths of the other two sides. So all you do, so the third side has to be between two numbers. It's got to be bigger than a certain number and smaller than a certain number. So we put it with an X and then those inequality symbols. So all you do is you take your two sides that are given, which I'm given 8 and 10. You subtract the numbers. 10 minus 8 is 2. Always use a positive. If I said 8 minus 10, yes, I know that's negative 2, but sides can't be negative, so always use positive. And then add the 2. 8 plus 10, 18. So you just subtract the numbers and add the numbers. That's all you do. So 12 minus 3, 9. 12 plus 3, 15. And so on. I hope you get that. Just add the numbers and subtract the numbers. Or subtract and then add. Midsegments. A midsegment is a segment right smack dab in the middle of the triangle. It divides the triangle into two, each side is divided into two equal parts. The midsegment is always half of the length of the side opposite. The midsegment is parallel to that bottom side also, so they're parallel to each other. So this midsegment is always half of the length of the side it's parallel to. So you could just think, okay, well, what's half of 34? So 34, half of 34 is 17. That's one way to do it. Another way I think about is you take the midsegment and you double it, because if you do midsegment times 2, you're always going to get the side opposite. So notice my midsegment is y, so 2y, 2 times y, equals 41, divide by 2. 41 divided by 2 is 20.5, so y would be 20.5. So take your midsegment times 2, 6x. 3x times 2 is 6x equals 84. 84 divided by 6 is 14, so that x is 14. Take your midsegment times 2, 5 times 2 is 10, 10 equals x minus 1, add 1, x is 11. And then you have to be careful whenever your midsegment is like x minus 1 and you multiply it times 2, make sure you multiply both numbers. You use distributive property. So that would be 2x minus 2 equals 45. So add 2, 2x equals 47. 47 divided by 2 is 23.5. Okay. So that's kind of a lot to cover. Hopefully that's not too bad. Oh, that's the mathematician's food fight. They're throwing pie. And then don't hate me because I'm a little cooler. He's just a little cooler. So on your assignment, what is a snake's favorite subject in school? History. All right, so on these, first you're going to do the longest side to the shortest side. So on the examples, we did short to long. Now we're going to do long to short. So remember, you're going to look at, to get the longest side, look across your biggest angle. To get the shortest side, look across from your shortest angle. So my longest side, my biggest angle is 70. That's angle B. What are the other 2 letters? That would be AC. Your middle angle is 63 degrees. That's angle A. What are your other 2 letters? BC. And then your smallest angle is C. The other 2 letters are AB. So that's how you do those. Then you will also have some where you do the sides. Now here it's smallest to largest, so I changed it up on you again. So be careful, smallest to biggest. So your smallest side is side AC, which means your smallest angle would be B. Your middle side is CB, which that means your middle angle would be A. And then your longest side is side AB, so your biggest angle would be C. You have some problems where you have to decide whether the lengths can make a triangle. So remember, add your 2 shortest lengths. It has to be bigger than the third side, not equal to, but bigger. So my shortest sides would be 12 and 9, and 12 and 9 together. Is that bigger than 15? And so you would say, yes, that makes a triangle. So add your 2 shortest sides must be bigger than the third side. Let's see. You have the ones where you have to find the possible third side length. So just subtract the numbers. 9 minus 5 is 4. And add the numbers. 9 plus 5 is 14. Okay, so subtract and add. Then you will have some mid-segment problems. So like I say, is I take my mid-segment, my middle one, and double it, times it by 2. So 6 times 2 is 12. 12 equals 2x. Divide by 2. X would be 6. Okay. I think that's it. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.